All right. Welcome, everybody. Doing a little Zellwood, Florida event preview for this Saturday, May 6th. Again, polling starts at 1 o'clock. The scroller's on the bottom. It's got John's information on there. John, President, Rob. Rob, number one, the President and the VP of the Zellwood, Florida Association of Amazing Truck and Tractor Pullers. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. Just great, man. It's great.
Good. Mr. Waller, what's in your hand or your right hand?
Well, my right hand, nothing.
Oh, okay, what's in your left hand? What are we drinking?
We have beer. I worked all day.
Okay, fair enough. John, are you having a beer?
Of course.
I think it's important that everybody understands that we guys like to kick back and relax a little bit and not tractor pull every single day of the week. So it's all good. It's all good. So it's like, so we had like 2 weeks ago, guys, we had nice weather in Wisconsin and got in the 70s and 80s. And I thought of my friends down in Florida, and then now it's back to normal. We've been in the 40s and 50s. So what's it like down there in Zellwood?
Oh, we've been, well, the last week or so, it's been rain and then been unusual wind. Been crazy wind blowing the last few days.
Yeah, it's been up here too in Wisconsin, so that's weird.
But it's drying out now, so we're back to going to have to water the track this weekend. So,
gotcha. Fair enough. Well, we're here tonight to talk about your event this Saturday, guys, May 6th. Again, if you're reading the bottom, registration's from 10 to noon. Polling starts at 1. John or Rob, whoever wants to grab this, what classes are you all having this Saturday? And that, let's talk about this weekend.
We're going to run every class we have. We're inviting anybody to come play. We'll run garden tractors, youth, all the way up to the modifieds. We'll be running mini rods. The only thing we can't handle is blown mini rods.
Okay.
But we can handle any big tire, naturally aspirated mini rods. As far as on the big sled, we'll run everything from 3,500 farm stock all the way up to 8,000 pound turbos if they show up. I mean, but I'm not looking for any of them coming out for our pool this weekend. But modified 4-wheel drives, 2-wheel drives, stock trucks. If y'all want to bring stock trucks or any mega trucks want to come out and hook up, we're ready to have some fun.
I like it. I like it a lot. What is like normal for you guys to get like? And these are, I mean, do you kind of like I know we have the super pole, and then these are kind of the club poles. Is that kind of how you guys distinguish them? Is that how you talk about that with your fans?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that sounds good. I'm just trying to make sure get everything figured out here to promote all of that. Do you get a lot of first-time pullers at events like this, guys, or like how can we keep growing the sport in Zellwood with our club pools like that? That's like the biggest thing. That's why I like helping you guys. Is it your ability to to make things happen and get things out there and share it around and kick it around? How can we get more pullers involved, or like what can we tell them that hey, it's okay to come out and check this out, or how do you guys say that to the locals?
Well, we're trying to we try and let them know, hey, come out with your stock truck, hook up, and a lot of them get disappointed when they hook to the sled. But 2-wheel drive mainly, but 4-wheel drives, stock trucks can come and compete and really do well. Especially the diesels. We used to have a bunch of diesel trucks coming out, and now we don't. We had one this past weekend, and he always does good. Josh Brewer.
Okay.
He does really good. He's a good running old truck. It's been out on the circuit for down here for years. And we thought it was going to grow more with that, but it's like everybody only comes out for our super pull, and we just want to try and let everybody know that hey, we're pulling during the year too. You come on out,
No, I think and John and I have talked about this off the air. I think it'd be really good if we could get really establish a good. I don't want to call it stock, but maybe daily driver gas trucks and diesel trucks. Get these guys hooked to the sport. And get once you go down the track, you guys know it's all over. You feel that chain tighten one time, and you do it, and then you go home and you tinker on them, and you want more and more and more, and that's truly how it grows. But if we could truly establish a good group of trucks, down there, because I mean you have a good base of garden tractors, your the modified, the antique V8s, V8 opens, like to call them, like your tractor, John, that the boys drive. But I'd really from the truck side of it. Not every kid's growing up on a farm anymore, and they don't relate to the 4020 or the 1066 or whatever, like maybe I do, or a D21, but they sure do relate to that diesel truck. And I know we've talked about this before, and we're playing video from the Super Pull from the mini rod class. I just want to show everybody great facility, plenty of room, good track. Mini rods are wild no matter where you go, so don't judge the track on this. That's what mini rods are doing. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, just really, how do we grow pulling in Florida? I know the promoters are working together more and more every year to do this, but nobody continually has basically a pull every month like you guys do, where you can just come out and pull, and that's something unique, but not enough people know about it. And I know John and Rob, that's why we like doing these lives, to let everybody know that is, that's what you can do in Zellwood. Come on out and enjoy it. So,
yeah, whatever you have, you can bring it to Zellwood. We got a class.
Yep.
One way or another, we'll fit you in a class. The antiques. Antiques are dropping off. We used to have a slew of antiques, and a lot of them are not coming out. I mean, we'd love to have the antiques because they were always a lot of our hooks. These were antique tractors.
Yep.
Whether it be farm stock or antique, super antique, or open gear. I mean, we had a good showing of them, but they're starting to dwindle down. So we'd like to, get that promoted back up and stuff. We love the modifieds. I know a lot of people like the modifieds. A lot of people like the antiques, but I love every aspect of pulling.
Well, what's great about your event, guys, we can have one track of antiques and we can have one track of big stuff. And I mean, as a polling fan, that's the dream. I mean, literally, I've been to your all's event. And there's 3 tracks. There's guard tractors, there's antiques, and there's the big stuff. And when I say big stuff, that's just a general term I use to describe anything, with 1,000 horsepower or more. So that's not a rip on an antique, because I love watching antique tractors pull, but I love coming to Zellwood because of the variety of the show that you get to see. Again, I've only ever been to the Super Pull, and I'm going to be very involved with that in the future every year with you guys. But the fact that you have the club pulls, I think that's what makes it cool. And that's everybody watching the show, whether you see it tonight or whether you see it tomorrow or whether you see it Thursday. Tell your friends, tell your family. Like Lane Cook. Oh, Lane's from Wisconsin. He wants to bring a farm stock tractor down. Yeah, Lane, that's a long run down to Florida, buddy, for a pull.
Bring
Load
it.
it up. Load it up. So Anthony Hoisington says, I had some issues with my tractor last week and didn't make it, but I'll be there this weekend. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yep, I remember Anthony's name. He competes in that V8 class against your sons, right, John?
Yep.
They're the ones that kind of battled it out for the points, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yes.
He's already at step job.
Yep.
So,
And we got another one that's going to be coming out this fall. Glenn Irvin Jr. is bringing back his dad's tractor.
okay.
V8. His dad just passed away not too long ago, but he's going to bring back his dad's V8. Passed away not too long ago.
Well, that's one thing that there's a lot of stuff sitting in sheds or barns, if you will, that I don't know where to take it. Where can I pull? And I think that's one thing that could be really, really get the word out there. Like, hey, if you could pull this thing 6-8 times a year without putting a bunch of money into it, take it on out to Zellwood and just start having some fun with it during the club pulls. Then you talk to you guys about adding a class. That's really what it takes. There's Rob going every which way but straight, doing what mini rods do. So,
Yeah, he's still broke from.
Is
that.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's backed away a little bit this year. His grandma passed away, so
Okay.
he inherited her place and stuff, so he's having to take care of that and stuff. So he's still gonna be with us, but he just kind of backed off this year a little bit. So
I get it. Tom Bayless is watching on YouTube, John and Rob. He wants to know, what classes are you having? I mean, Tom, are you a puller, I guess, or are you a spectator? That'd be the first thing. Just tell us what you have. There's about a 15-second delay between us and when he'll read this comment. But tell us what you have if you're looking to come pull. And the guys will let you pull anything. I mean, unless you bring a big 4-engine mod, they'll let you pull it, but you're not going to stop.
you go ahead and back off throttle.
Yeah. We're going to ask you to let out of it at 220 and coast to 400. So
right.
Yeah.
That's what makes sense.
I'll be on the brakes still.
Yeah. Right when they leave the line. Again, we're watching the mini rod class from the Super Pull a couple months ago, and we have a 2 angles. We're showing from the sled, and then we're showing also down there from the end of the tracks. Chandler and Mackenzie put this video together. Bradley Sturgeon's checking in from Kentucky. Bradley does a good job promoting pulling as well, so thanks for watching tonight, Bradley. So how far is it Rob, up to like when you head up to pull with like the Southern pullers? How far of a run is it, like up to Baxley and stuff like that?
4 hours.
4 hours. Can we get some of those guys to come down, like to maybe to the Super Pull or to a club pull, or how do we start bridging that gap?
I've got some that come down. There were some at our pull in our Super Pull. Chris Hall with the Devil's Reject was there,
Yep.
And both of his sons in the small block 2-wheel drive classes were there.
Okay.
But we also had the diesel truck was there.
Can't remember the name of it.
The
black one.
The black diesel truck.
Booyah.
Yep,
Yes.
Booyah truck. Yep.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get them down. A lot of them guys, they'll travel certain ways, but they won't travel other ways. But a lot of them guys just like to do their little circuit up there. But we've had the Southern pullers at Zellwood twice.
Okay.
And did a sanctioned pull with them, and it just didn't work out at the time. But we're not looking to do sanctioned pulls anymore. We want to do a pull where everybody can come play.
Yep.
That's what we want. So
But if we can establish some bases, Rob,
Mhm.
of really like we can, these guys will count on this, and I feel like you have a pretty strong garden tractor base, pretty strong mini rod base,
Mhm.
and like your antique tractors. Like you said, I know the numbers kind of are going to go up and down. I think that's just part of life because this still is a hobby for everybody. You know what I mean? So
Weekend, I've got a two-wheel drive modified that's supposed to be coming down. 16-year-old boy, Griffin, great kid. He pulls a truck called Freebird.
okay,
Great running truck. I've been pulled against him up there in a DOT class.
Okay.
I put DOTs on my truck and run with him up there. And what a great kid. He really is a great kid. And they're supposed to be down this weekend, him and his dad, Gordon. And I hope they make it. So we'll see that boy get some seat time and do well in the class.
yep. No, that makes it fun for everybody.
Yep. But they'll be able to put the CPEX on at our track. Yeah. The up there we got to run DOTs in the class we're in.
Okay.
Which it's fine. It's a fun class. It really is. It takes a high horsepower and kind of equals it down to low horsepower.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool.
I've been told, and I'm not a truck puller like you, Rob, but I've been told the cut tire basically can add 10 or 15 feet to a hook is what I've been told by from the up here in Wisconsin. The 3.6 trucks a couple years ago went from the DOT tire to the cut tire, and they felt like that was a 10 to 15 foot jump. That like a sled operator can usually tell you the best,
right?
You know what I mean on something like that. So.
And now what we did in Georgia, we're trying to combine the two, but we don't know what's going to happen. So what we did Saturday night, weekend before last in Baxley, I told him, I said, don't change the sled. And Hot Rod didn't. He says, I'll leave it just the same. And we were all right there. If I, in their class, I think I'd have took fourth place.
Wow.
And the guy that beat me would have been second. And the only difference is we're on DOTs and we got 300 pounds more and 2 inches on the hitch.
2 inches on the hitch? Okay.
So that I think it pretty much equals us out.
Yeah, no, that's one thing that I help Clint, not help, but I help promote Clint Tucker's Midwest Winter Nationals in Shipshawana. And that's what he'll do, Rob, is he'll take different classes and, either take away weight or add weight or hitch height, to combine a bunch of different classes together to bring a bunch of stuff together. And, if that's something we can do down there to help bring more, not just talking about the Super Bowl, I'm talking in general too.
Sure. So I would rather run against 20 people than 3.
Right.
And we actually, in our rules, we have a class called Run What You Brung. So 62 or 6,400 pounds.
I can't remember.
If you can make 6,400 pounds and your hit is a 20, I think we went 26 inches, and the center rear axle 15 foot forward to the most furthest point forward, run what you run. If you make that, our sled will stop you. And it don't matter if it's a truck or tractor or what. That we come up with a run what you brung class as long as you make that rule.
Gotcha. And that'd be a lot of fun. But I think that's where if we can just get the word out that anybody can come pull and have a good time, that's what it takes. So again, if you're just joining us talking with John and Rob from Zellwood, Florida, they have a pull this Saturday. Basically from garden tractors to all the way up to whatever. Bring it. They're going to have a class for you and have fun. They have, is it 6 club pulls a year, guys? I can't remember exactly. Sorry.
Yeah, I think 6 or 7. I can't remember either right now, Jason.
Okay.
It's 6, but I think the Super Bowl makes it 7.
Yeah.
Gotcha. The Prohibition pulling team, Shelby and Sean Knott, I had them on Let's Grow Pulling. They're building an 8-end Ford replica, and he basically handmade that tractor, the sheet metal and stuff. And I'm going to sweet talk them into coming to Zellwood next year, get them down there. Oh. And I've already been working on them on that. But that tractor is going to be, check out Prohibition pulling team, everybody. They're watching the show right now. You can see his build. It is gorgeous. I love watching some of the old school tin come back on some of the higher horsepower tractors. It's pretty neat. So pretty neat. So this is our V8 class, right? That we're watching right now.
This Lawrence Heyman coming out right now.
Okay. Yep. He has a couple different tractors, doesn't he? Does he have a bigger farm?
Yeah,
like
10, 14, 66 and everything. Yeah.
Yes, I thought. That's what I thought. So
They
again, that's what makes Zellwood great, you guys. You can pull anything you want. So
and we don't have
go ahead.
Don't have a class for you. Bring 3 of you, and we'll make a class.
Exactly. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun for everybody. Again, 10 a.m. to noon is registration. John's number's rolling across the bottom down there. FLpullers.com as well. John, I got to talk your boys into starting a YouTube channel. Have they done that yet?
No, they haven't.
Okay. Fellers, get that done. John, Junior, and Brandon, get that done, please.
Wife keeps telling me I need to do a damn YouTube channel just filming their crazy stuff that they do sometimes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. It all works. It all works.
And one of the kids at school gave Jacob a Jeep, Grand Cherokee. He brought it out to the track last weekend, hooked it to the sled, pulled it.
Yeah? How'd that go?
Well, it's a 6-cylinder running on 5 cylinders. So yeah, it's done.
It didn't go anywhere on the big sled until Rob put it in gear, but then the mini rod sled, it moved it.
Yeah. Yeah, I need video of that stuff. That's what I need. I need video of that stuff. That's what makes it fun. So Weston Gurmaroth says Uncle Dave is alive and well and will be there this weekend. Hey, perfect.
Awesome.
Good.
Love to see that tractor there.
Yep.
A lot of history in that tractor.
Building the Misfit would be some great content. Yes, it would. So get your phones out, fellers. Start recording.
Yeah, Brandon's actually in the process of building him a V8 right now.
Is he?
Yeah. Bone stock motor, basically, but it's a old Ford 8N that my dad built, or our dad built years ago.
Okay.
For a buddy, but it's got a Super 77 rear end in it. And one of the other kids bought it, and then he ended up not doing nothing with it, and Brandon bought it from him, and he's starting to tinker with it and about ready to set the motor in it.
Cool. No, those guys are learning a ton by working on all this stuff. Now, with summer coming, that's what really kicks everything off for us in the Midwest. Does pulling kind of slow down in Florida because it's so damn hot, and your fair season's kind of over, right?
Yeah. July and August, we don't do nothing.
Okay.
It's so damn hot. Spectators can stay cool, but people working on the track, they just can't handle it.
Yeah, I'd kill them probably.
Yeah. So, I mean, during the day, if we did night pulls, maybe we could do something, but we just usually take off July and August. And that's usually when kids are on vacation from school and stuff, and we just don't get the crowd we need, and stuff. So,
yep.
Happens.
No, I still think Florida is going to become a destination for more and more pullers. We can put some weekends back to back together so guys can come down and either stay down here if they can, or if they can leave their rig down here and fly home. I think it's going to be good. So,
yep.
So Mitch's next build is he's going to put a diesel in one of the antiques and run in the run what you brung class. It appears, John.
All right, bring it on, Mitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's going to take his mini rod out to Ohio. I think does he live in Indiana or Ohio? Pretty sure.
I believe.
I think it's
Dragway 42s have. I saw he posted on his Facebook page earlier. It's kind of fun, the friends that you make through pulling and with social media, how you can really just kind of stay in touch and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's not all bad, all this social media stuff. It's allowing us to grow the sport a little bit and talk about it more and more. So, yeah. So, I mean, the main message we really wanted to get across tonight to everybody was there is a pull this Saturday, May 6th. Registration from 10 to noon, 1 p.m. starts the pull in Zellwood, Florida. And then really, if there's some guys down by you guys and you want to start having some classes, go talk to John and Rob and say, hey, we're going to start bringing 4 or 5, this kind of truck. They'll put a class together for you and help you out and get you involved in the club and really get you to be part of something. And then you can be part of the Super Pull. And January, right, John? You set your dates yet?
January 12th and 13th.
January 12th and 13th.
So we're the first pull out, and then it's Flywheelers. Then I believe Ocala. Then I believe it's going to be Inverness, and I think Mark still taking that third and fourth?
I haven't talked to him for a couple weeks. I need to follow back up with him.
Right
So-
there. Okay.
Yeah, Inverness already posted their dates.
Okay,
Weekend after Ocala.
gotcha.
But yeah, we got about 5 weeks this winter coming up of pulling down here.
Yep.
So
No, the more guys are talking about it, and the California guys even like they're noticing. The West Coast guys are noticing what you guys are doing in Florida, and they're like, "Hey, we could be a destination." There's a promoter in Arizona. What did Rob Crawford called it? He called it the death of polling is in Arizona or something like that because they have like one poll. And he's like, I like what those guys are doing in Florida. You know, I said we got to get some promoters together. You know, but they could pull some of the, you know, the Western Midwest people that way. You know, but it's a long freaking haul out to California, no matter where you are.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
It is a hoot.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make that one.
Yeah.
That would definitely be a video we'd want to do there. So,
Yeah.
oh, Brandon's wants to hit every pull, Dad. So you got to keep an eye on that a little bit. So.
He's got a job now. He can pretty much do what he wants. He can hit every pull he wants.
One of the main things we wanted to promote this tonight was the time change.
Okay.
We always during our regular pulls we always start at 4:00.
Okay.
And just to try and beat any afternoon rain, because that's usually when it rains here is afternoon, you know, and evening. And so we wanted to we brought it back to 1:00. So that was the main thing. So people have to, you know, get up early, but yet we'll get, if a lot of people show up, then we're not dragging on into late night, you know, we can, somebody wants to travel a little bit, they can come down.
Yeah.
And pull and still have time to get on back home.
No, I like it. Somebody made a comment. I don't know my Florida demographics well enough or geography. Need more shows in northern Florida. Aren't you guys northern Florida or are you central Florida?
Central.
We're central. We're right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
I know it's a long ways because I flew to Pensacola thinking I could drive until I saw how far it was to my office. I was like, no way in hell. It's like 9-hour drive.
Yeah, it's a long ride over to Pensacola.
Yeah, you get in the panhandle up there. Yeah, it's just you take a lot of hours there.
I'm coming down middle of June. We're going to have a realtor event down there in Pensacola, June 14th on a Wednesday. So I was like, whew, look, I'm going to wear shorts and tank top that day. I better start working out, guys.
Yeah, right.
That's
Old Doug texted me last week. He texted me a picture of the City Mount Door sign. He said, "Am I close?" I said, "Yeah. What are you doing down here?" He said he was going to the Chrome Shop for the truck show.
Yep. Yeah, he used to drive truck for Johnson Hill Customs or K&D Transport. That's who built my W9, John. And his son is driving for him now, and
Right
he
there.
wanted him to ride along with him that way, make sure everything was okay when he went over the mountains and stuff. So he was able to go down there and do that. So,
Right.
yep, that's what makes it fun.
Yeah. Again,
That's a good looking truck you got backing up there to sled down. Y'all blow that one up.
You know, it's just whatever pops up on my screen, you know, Mr. Waller. I can't, you know, I will suck up to you every now and then, Mr. Waller. I'm not going to lie. So,
yeah, and again, props to Chandler and McKenzie. Every video I've seen are freaking awesome.
yeah, they're learning more and more every day, and I just love seeing what they're doing. We're trying to just do different angles and show different things. I loved having that lift. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, that worked out real good.
To really mix up. I want to thank your neighbor again for one of your neighbors had that. I think the electrician guy. So
Yep. Josh did. Great neighbor.
Yep.
He said whenever we need it, it's at his house. It's ours. So
Yep. We packed the fair in Clay County when you were all there pulling. Love spoiled apple. What does that mean in English? Clay County, Florida, right?
it was rotten apple.
Yeah.
No,
Sour apple or no?
rotten apple. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's that white pulling truck. It was
Yeah,
Zellwood on Saturday night.
Zellwood, yeah.
Yeah, I remember being in Zellwood. So
Yeah, rotten apple. Yeah.
Yeah, Clay County is one of Mid Florida's pools.
okay. Is that the one that was that in the fall or was that a couple weeks ago?
That was in April.
Yeah, it was
It was
Easter
weekend.
Easter weekend.
Yep. Now I remember. Anthony Hoisington says, I will be there. He had carb issues last week. Too many carbs. More protein, Anthony. More protein. Stay away from the carbs. Makes you fat. Then this is your son driving this truck, right?
Yep, that's
Oh,
my
that's
oldest.
Hog Waller. That's the original Waller.
Yep. Now it's called Junior.
Now it's called Junior.
Yeah. Well, I was going to paint it pink and call it Piglet, and he didn't want that.
I understand. I understand.
Well, that's his truck now, and he's doing a good job with it. He actually went up to Georgia with me. He went to Tifton and Baxley, and really done good with it. We totally changed that truck from when I had it, so it's coming around.
Good deal. Good deal. And again, I think everybody's liking the time change. That 1 o'clock. They like that 1 o'clock time. When did you guys used to start? What time?
4 o'clock.
4. Yeah. Okay. So everybody, please text or Snap or Twitter or TikTok, whatever everybody's using these days, to get all that out there and let everybody know. I think that'd be pretty fun. Let them know about the time change and stuff like that. So it's all good in the hood.
It's only $5 a person to get the gate.
Okay.
So I mean, bring your family. It's reasonable.
Yep.
We will have concessions on the grounds. Hamburger,
Okay.
hot dogs, French fries, stuff like that. So yeah, it'll just be a good time. Bring the kids. Garden tractors and all will be going. So
And you still have the club tractor, right? Did you just say that?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm a good listener sometimes, Waller. Don't worry. So I need to I'm trying to get another video up and then keep talking and keep everything moving. So show some of the modifieds here from the Super Pull. There we go.
Mhm.
So you can see his Florida Puller sticker right there on the fender. I love those Florida Puller stickers, guys. Those are nice.
Yeah, we got to get more of those made. We ran out of them at Super Bowl, actually.
Yeah, those are cool. That's good branding too.
Mm-hmm. I think
he goes all over the place.
He either bought the first one this year at Super Bowl or he bought the last one. I can't remember.
Really?
I remember Des saying something about it.
That tractor right there had all kinds of stuff on it.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it had Hemis on it, and now it's got 3 jet engine tractors on it, or motors on it.
Dan Newman has a wedding. Dan, if it's the third cousin or longer or a friend, it doesn't matter. Those are the rules. Like if it's first cousin or second cousin, you have to go to the wedding. But if it's third cousin or just a friend, just tell them you'll be late. That's what I always tell everybody. So,
Dan, I can't imagine no better place to get married than at a pool.
right? We can Facebook Live it, make them famous.
There you go.
Exactly. Man, Dan Newman's a good guy. He's been
Stick
with
around. I got more fabulous ideas to get you in trouble, so it's all good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, guys, what else we want to talk about tonight?
Just the biggest thing was the time change, really. Just because everybody got so used to being at 4 o'clock, they just want to let everybody know it's at 1 o'clock from now on.
Okay. Tell those AC boys to be posting that on the Facebook page. Get after that, fellers. So quit tinkering with that tractor. Start posting. So I'll schedule some posts, John, here right after the show for the rest of the week. So
it's up there. It's
I know. I'm just giving them hell. Don't worry.
And I think Brandon's even gotten it up on the website too. I think.
Yep. I'm just going to give them hell no matter what they do. So it's all good.
It's all right. They deserve it sometimes.
Sometimes.
They enjoy it.
That's good for them. Gives you character.
That's right.
Gives you a character.
Uh-huh.
Or something like that. So.
Yeah. I've got a lot.
Brandon says, I'm working on the flyer right now, actually. That a boy, Brandon. That a boy. Get that posted. I'll put that up on Beer Money. So our guys are heading to Texas. Our first live stream that we're going to do for you next year, guys, at beermoneypolling.tv was our this weekend in Texas. So I'm excited my daughter has confirmation. So a Thursday night, so I can't go. But and then we're going to be in Glencoe, Kentucky the following weekend. And then the Pullers Championship is the weekend after that. So it really gets busy for us. April was kind of quiet. And then now it's go time again. Go. So
That's cool.
We'll see what happens.
Getting any closer? I'm getting yours together.
Nope. So I've decided to, I'm not going to rebuild my motor in the 4.1. I'm selling my rolling chassis, and I ordered a chassis for a diesel super stock. I'm going to build a 4 turbocharged diesel.
Wow.
Probably going to take me probably at least a year to 2. I mean, I'll hopefully get the chassis this winter, and then depends on, how the money is. They'll determine how fast the motor gets built.
Yep.
So, yep.
The almighty dollar.
Yeah, it sure does. It does not grow on trees. I don't know whoever said that was a liar. I've been looking for that tree my whole life. So,
Sure.
Haven't we all?
Yeah. All I find is roots.
how much blood moves a passion like that? All of it, James. We get excited.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom, zoom.
Billy Newman years ago used to run a pool in Ashton. One of his sayings was, "Take out the slack and don't look back."
Ooh,
And it kind of goes, you're hooking up to the sled, you take out the slack, you ain't looking back. But also, once that happens, you don't look back at your bank account or nothing. You just keep going.
yeah, you don't want to because you'll cry.
Yep.
Oh, I don't save no receipts.
Yeah, I don't want no proof of my stupidity.
No, but I figure one day I'd get stupid and just start adding them up and be really mad at myself.
There's not enough beer in Florida for you to do that, Rob. So
No, sir.
Yep, no, sir. Well, cool. Well, gentlemen, thanks for coming on tonight. It's always fun. Good luck this weekend. Everybody, please, if you're seeing this video, let everybody know of the time change. And let's get some new people out to Zellwood. Plenty of room, great facility, only $5 to get in. Even if you just want to come out and watch, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Mitch, you never quit. You just change classes.
That's true.
Yeah. And you never go down. You don't go to a slower class.
My wife always says, can't you just be happy announcing? So, and the answer is no. What'd you say, babe?
You could be happy.
I could be happy, but not that. I want to be the most happy. I want to be the most happy. So, well, cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, tonight. Again, Zellwood, Florida, this Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon's registration. 1 o'clock starts the pull-in. Bring it out. They'll let you get it hooked up and have a good time. We're showing some videos here from the Super Bowl. Rob, John, thank you for your time. You guys have a good night.
You too, sir. Thank you.